Hey guys, how's it going? Ghosty Rich here today, and today we're going to be switching the brake pads on the rear of this Nissan 370Z. So to do so, you'll have possibly from the factory one security net. Go ahead and make sure you have it. Once you have that, let's go ahead and just crack all the lugs loose. It's best to do that when it's on the ground, so do it on both sides. So go ahead, 21 millimeter. As you can see, we're just cracking them loose. I just wanted to make sure that, again, don't loosen them, just crack them loose. There. This is going to make sure that, there we go. We've gone ahead and made sure that they're all going to crack loose nice and easy. We can lift this up. Otherwise, when you go to do this, it will not. Now, the other thing we're going to quickly do is take a board and chuck the front wheels. The reason why is you don't want a chance of this thing rolling. So right here, if you're looking at the bottom, there's a pinch weld. I always like to jack up on the pinch weld. Just make sure it's not anywhere near right here. And this is a low profile jack. That's why it's so low. And we're going to put our jack stand on this brace right here. When we do each side, I like to leave the jack under the pinch weld and the jack stand under the support right here, so there's no chances of failure. Now that it's in the air, it might be a little hard for me to show you, but right here is that pinch weld that it's jacked up on, and the jack is sitting right here. Now we're gonna lower the car onto the jack, and it'll be on this plate right here. Again, you can notice a little bit that I've dodged the plastic right here. I'm hoping that's showing up. I can't really see on the lens right now, but you don't want to be on the actual plastic of the side because you don't want to wreck that, even though it's probably all scratched up from rocks and other debris. But again, just right on the pinch weld. Let's slowly lower it and drop it right onto here. You might have to smack your tire and smack your tire, but it will come off. And then just take this, roll it a little bit away from the vehicle and lie it down so we have access to the brakes. So I'm going to try and show you the best I can. I cannot see how lit up this is right now. But right here is a Phillips bolt. You turn it, and if you look right here, there is cotter pin. So we need to take a pick, slide it in, and slide the cotter pin out. I'll show you in one sec. All right, this is the pick. This is the cotter pin. See how I just popped that out? Put that down right there. There's one down below too. Again, if you don't see them there, just turn the Phillips right here. Now that that's out, we can go ahead, turn the Phillips, and slide the pins out. That's got this brake retainer right here held in. We've gone ahead and done that. See right here? These are your pins. Go ahead and just push on them and slide them out. Same with bottom one. And again, you can just use your pick and slide them out. Just like that. Once you have them on the back side, you can simply pull that out, and there goes the retainer. So go ahead, watch what I'm doing. Squeeze. So you go like this, squeeze, and this squeeze. What you're doing is compressing the piston in and then sliding it out. Do the same right here. Grab and pull towards you, and then push towards the body. There, with your fingers. Try not to use any metal objects. You really don't want to wreck the pistons. And the reason why we pushed back and forth is so we can fit the new brake pads in. I have done things like this before, because then you can push the piston back in just with the brake pad. See? Boom, done. Pistons are back in. So now go here, grab your new Brembo brakes. What you will be able to do is line up the pads so that way we know we've got the right one, and slide them in. Again, let's see. There, that one's gonna go right there. And the squealer always goes onto the inside usually. Well, let's see if we can get this in. If it doesn't go in smoothly, all we do, once again, well, I can see the piston come back out a little bit. See? Now that we've got the piston back out this side, because it's pushing on the other pad, we can get this in. There we go. Just make sure both pads are fully seated. And give me 1 second. So this goes in just like that again. And just like you did before, slide our pins back in. Just so that way they will retain this retainer. See that hole on the bolt? You're probably not going to see it too well right now. But if you look at your pin That's where the cotter pin goes through. What you want to do now is slide this through. Now I always test pushing through. Make sure they both go all the way through. After you do, you know your pads are lined up because they go through those pad holes. If they're not, just use your fingers, slide them around. Now slide them back. Now that we've slid them back, take your retainer like so. We know that it goes this way because it springs out with that little ledge. Whoop. The ledge goes like that. And then you just go ahead, squeeze it in just like so, slide our pins in just like that, and just like that. Now that we've got those, we're going to go ahead and put those cotter pins back through. As long as those are still lined up, heads up, you should be able to slide these little pins back in. Now that that is now all sealed up, go ahead, put your rim back on, get these lugs set, and we'll crank them once the rim is on the ground. After you've gone ahead, we'll loosen this and take a torque wrench, if you got one, and go ahead and make sure you set these to at least 80 foot-pounds of torque. Some people will say, oh, set it to 100. I'll leave it up to you. With these little rims, I would only do 80. There. And last. Second to last. And then that. Just follow your star pattern. Once you've done that, go ahead and do the other rim, and then we're done. Thanks again for watching. Please like and tell you out and subscribe for more.